Devil is something many people are aware of, but not everyone understands how he actually misleads us. Allah has already made it clear in the Quran that devil is our open enemy. In Surah Sad 38:80-83, he declares that he will mislead mankind, except those who are sincere servants of Allah. But the real question is, how does that misguidance actually happen in daily life? It usually doesn't come in a loud or obvious way. It comes through whispers, small suggestions, and gradual steps that slowly pull a person away from what is right without them even noticing. Allah also tells us in Surah An-Nuz 114:1-6 to seek refuge from the whisperer who comes and goes. This shows that devil's main method is whispering, subtle influence that targets the heart. Because everything starts with the heart. What people see, what they hear, what they think about, and what they speak all has an effect on the heart. And when the heart changes, a person's entire direction in life begins to change. But there is something deeper than devil's whispers, and that is the human nafs, our inner desires. When people do not control their desires, those desires become an easy entry point for devil. He whispers, and the desires push a person to act. Together, they slowly lead people away from obedience to Allah without them realizing it. This is why the real struggle is not only external, it is also internal. When desires are strong and uncontrolled, devil's influence becomes even more effective. So the important question becomes, how do people protect themselves? There are a few key steps. The first is fasting. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advised those who are unable to marry to fast, because fasting helps reduce desire and builds self-control. The second is avoiding anything that strengthens sinful desires or leads closer to temptation. What people expose themselves to, whether online, in environments, or in conversations, directly shapes their hearts and decisions. The third is having good and righteous company. People who remind you of Allah, encourage you toward the Quran and Sunnah, and help you stay focused on your purpose make a huge difference. Good company brings reminders of death, the day of judgment, paradise, and hell, which keeps a person grounded and aware. At the end of the day, every person is in a struggle between the devil, their own desires, and their connection with Allah. Whoever controls their heart controls their direction in life, and whoever loses control of their heart slowly loses their way. So the real protection is simple but powerful. Protect the heart, because everything begins with it.